Oh, hello, it is Sergeant Epic here, and welcome to ranked number 23. So I just had to close my window there if you heard that. Welcome to ranked number 23. I actually don't have a time limit on this video as of right now, so I'm thinking that means I have definitely at least probably 30-40 minutes to make this video, which is plenty of time. So yeah, we're good. Welcome to Ranked number 23, yet another episode of Ranked. And if you don't know what Ranked is, it is a series where I go through and rank the comics from my latest haul or latest hauls, as this was 2 hauls ago now. From my least favorite to my favorite. And this was my only comic haul number 23, as this is why this is called Ranked number 23, because they match up to each other. And this was my free combo day haul. So actually what I'm going to do first, before I show you guys the comics that I'm going to be ranking today fully, we're going to talk about the free comics I got first. And I decided to do these videos together because I feel like I wouldn't talk about the free comics that much. So I'm going to show you guys the free comics I got, and then I'm going to pull out my top 5 out of the 15 that I got. So I got The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Kid Savage, Bongo free for all, comics free for all 2017, SpongeBob free for Star Funnies 2017, Rick and Morty, DC Superhero Girls, Summer Olympus chapter, Wonder Woman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2017 free comic day edition, I Hate Image, Captain Canuck, Year 1, Book 1 are free, Grimm Fairy Tales, Free Combo Day Special 2017, Riverdale, Betty and Veronica, All New Guardians of the Galaxy, plus The Defenders, and Secret Empire, plus Peter Parker, Spider-Man. I'm going to leave these last 3 out, because these rank in my top 5. Then I'm going to pull 2 more out here. I'm going to pull out Wonder Woman, the special. That was really good. And I Hate Image was really good too, surprisingly. I actually really liked it. And as an honorable mention, because I feel bad for not mentioning this, because I really enjoyed this one also. I actually didn't read Riverdale again, because I already read it before. I'm going to throw Rick and Morty in as an honorable mention. So it's kind of like my top 6 here. Rick and Morty was pretty good. It's hilarious. I Hate Image, just the references throughout the whole history of Image and stuff, and top titles and shit was really great. Wonder Woman was nice. The first part of the Year 1 story is really good, which was actually issue 2 of the Rebirth series going on right now, which actually this should have been issue 1. This was way better than the issue 1 of Wonder Woman I actually read. Like, I would have kept going with Wonder Woman right away if I had read it. Betty and Veronica number 1 was great. It was fun. Hot Dog's dialogue was probably the best, is probably the best thing. It was a great way to tell a story. All New Guardians of the Galaxy. The All New Guardians of the Galaxy story itself wasn't the greatest, but I loved the Defenders half of the story. That was really great. I'm definitely gonna have to pick up Defenders now from that. Then my favorite of all of them was the Secret Empire book, which I figured it would be. Plus, Spectacular Spider-Man story was great inside also, which I'm definitely gonna have to pick up also. I already had kind of planned to pick up both the Defenders and Spectacular Spider-Man, but now I'm definitely going to probably. I mean, I can afford 2 more books, because Secret Empire, Half-Life Archie barely comes out, and Generations and Spider-Man 2 are all limited series /series that barely come out. So take away 4, so yeah, that, because I'm on toward the 22 series on my pull list, I think. So take those 4 away, that's like 18. So I can afford to put 2 more on, I guess. Which will probably happen. So yeah. Not to mention anything other. But yeah, now that I got those quickly out of the way, and I'll just use my commit too. But and plus, I haven't read Luke Cage or I'm Groot yet. Those might go on. At least Luke Cage, I feel like might go on though. But I'm Groot. But yeah. Anyway, now moving on, we're gonna go into the actual comics that I bought the same day on for comic book day. I got 8 books here, 8 comics, as you can see. I think I'm actually gonna throw 3 of them together, which is the last half of Till Death Do Us. I think that's what I'm gonna do here in a second. But we'll see. But first I'm gonna show you guys the comics that I got. So I don't even know how I'm gonna rank these. I haven't even thought about it yet. To be honest with you guys. So I guess we're going with the flow today, are we? Yeah, I guess we will go with the flow. I think I know how I'm gonna rank these now. Yeah, let's go with it. Spider-Man slash Deadpool issue number 16, which is Till Death Do Us Part 4. I got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 26. Part 2 of the Osborn Identity, is it called? I don't know. Got Deadpool and the Extra Money issue number 10, Till Death Do Us Part 5. Then I got Groot issue number 6, the last issue of that volume of Groot that happened during the time of Secret Wars. Spider-Man issue number 15. Nick Fury issue number 1. Secret Empire issue number 1. And Deadpool issue number 29, which is part 6 of Till Death Do Us, also known as the last part. So yes, first off, I am gonna put the Till Death Do Us parts together. So we're gonna have 6 rankings today. So we're gonna start off with my number 6 slash my least favorite. I don't know how to rank these, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this was one of the best hauls I think I have ever read. This was a fantastic haul. All these issues were great. Till Death Do Us, the second half was better than the first half, all around. It really became a great Deadpool story. Loved it. Groot was great, which we'll get into. Spider-Man is great, as it has been. Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Miles Morales is great as usual, and it's risen. It pissed me off a little bit with the last issue, but this issue, Nick Fury, number 1. I surprisingly really loved this book. And Secret Empire number 1 was fantastic also. So I don't know how to rank these, to be honest. I guess what I'm gonna have to do is my number 6 slash least favorite of this haul is sadly gonna have to go to the Deadpool books. When I actually really enjoyed them this time around. But yeah, it's gonna have to be the Deadpool books again. They've taken the flack before. Especially Merch for Money, that's taken the flack big time before, because I could drop that title, but it's actually been getting better, so I'm not going to. So yeah, and possibly with the best cover of the haul with Deadpool number 29. I really love this cover with Dracula and Shikla. It might be the best cover of the haul, to be honest. Actually, all these covers are great this time around, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know how to choose. I love the Silver Sable. This one's great. That's just a nice, plain but simple and great one. I like the style of Nick Fury. It's kind of different and suits the title well. But Secret Empire, better quality. And just the spotlight on characters. Probably not the best cover though. You know what? I'll give cover of the haul to Deadpool. I think number 29. I think it deserves it. And Spider-Man with a close second, I'd say. Yeah. If I had to rank these books from my favorite to least favorite and whatnot, I'd probably say that I know Spider-Man vs. Deadpool was my least favorite of the first half. I'd say Deadpool was my favorite out of them. You know what? I'd probably go in this order. Spider-Man, Deadpool, least favorite again. They were all great though. Actually no, that's a lie, because I think this is the way to... no, Merch for Money was probably the least favorite this time around. That's fair. And then Spider-Man, Deadpool, and then Deadpool was great. And I loved the ending. Shikla's gone with Dracula. They got married. She has, I guess, multiple husbands technically now. And Deadpool's kind of a free man again, in a way. So, yeah, cool. I actually still have to bag and board these. I don't know if I'm going to bag and board all of them, or if I'm going to bag and board what I'm going to bag and board. But, yeah, if I'm going to wait till I buy new bags and boards, we'll see. But, yeah. So, yeah, this was really good, though. Really great story. If you haven't been picking up the Deadpool books or whatever, haven't got to read this, I recommend you read this at some point. Great story. But you probably want to know a little bit about Deadpool beforehand. Just going in. But now, moving on to my number 5. It might be surprising that this book is going to rank this low, but I think that it has to this time around. Just because of how great the other books were. And I thought coming into this that actually Groot would be in this spot, but it's not happening. I have decided as of right now, my number 5 for this haul is sadly going to be The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 26. Oh man, that sucks. I was really looking forward to this issue, and it just so happened I probably picked this issue up during a bad haul because every other book was fucking fantastic and just slightly, I guess they have to be better for them to be ranked higher. And I don't want to say that because this was a fantastic issue. This was a great continuing story. I love the interactions between Silver Sable and Spider-Man. How Shield's abandoned Spider-Man. At the end, it's revealed that Shield is actually going after Parker Industries now. Spoiler alert. And just the whole Osborn stuff's great. I was a little disappointed with this issue. I mean, after last issue, I was expecting like, oh, this is some good shit. Like, I don't know. It was a tiny. I wasn't really disappointed in it. I think I just built my expectations up too high to the point that it just couldn't match, I guess. But no, this was a great story. The character interaction is great. Silver Sable kind of seems a little bit mischaracterized in this, but it makes sense with her current situation. But she doesn't really seem as smart and as much of a tactician and strategist as she usually is. I don't know, because like Spider-Man was like pointing at things that Silver Sable I feel like would usually, I don't know, feels a bit mischaracterized, but I'm not complaining. Silver Sable's back. She's great. So yeah, great story overall. Norman Osborn's great. The Temptress, was that her name? Is that Norman's little, the woman with Norman? I don't know. Whatever her name was. We learned about the Symkaria stuff. Mockingbird had to leave. Spider-Man, because S.H.I.E.L.D. couldn't do anything. Now they're against Parker and she's blah, blah, blah. It's a whole thing. I don't know what to say. I think we're going to move on now to my number 4, which is going to have to go to, I don't know. I don't know where this is going now. I was thinking, damn it. I was thinking up till now that my next one, my number 4, was going to be Groot, number 6. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm going to talk about this issue in a second and why it's ranked so high. But I think right now that my number 4 is weirdly gonna have to go to, oh my god, I can't believe it, Nick Fury, number 1. I think it's gonna be my number 4 today. And I really enjoyed this issue, this number 1. I actually, pull list update, along with that and Spider-Man number 2, which I've already talked about, the miniseries that is coming out starting next month in July, because it's June now, it's June 3rd, I think, yeah. It's a month till someone in my family's birthday, which is cool. I've added Nick Fury to my pull list now, too. It took a bit of damage to the corner. And I already have issue number 2 on my pull list. I hope that he ordered them already, and has kept up with the order. Because I know issue number 2 only had, 2 copies coming in, I think. So I hope that number 3 is coming in. Because I was a bit behind. Number 3 and 4, I hope are coming in fine, that I'll have copies. Number 5 should, because I showed him my pull list. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to try to continue this. This was a great first issue. I'm actually maybe going to pick up issue 2 next time. We'll see. I have a lot of things I want to get next time, like the next Uncanny Avengers and stuff. So we'll see what happens. This was really great. This is just a fun read, and I actually read this comic really quickly too. This was one of the more fun reads I've had in a while. This was really cool. Nick Fury was great. It's cool to see it. Kind of didn't like the whole. I like the creation, trying to create a new film and stuff. I kind of didn't like how Nick Fury's like, yeah, we'll meet again later or whatever. Like, what? No. But this is great. A spy, one of the finest spies at their finest. The art style and art in this book, I was iffy about it first, but it really works with the tone of the book, and I actually quite surprisingly like it. This book is just a fun, weird, and funky, great time, and if you haven't tried this first issue, I recommend you pick it up. It's just a great time. I didn't think Nick Fury series would be this fun and be this great, but I was wrong. I knew I had to pick it up where it's the first volume of Nick Fury Jr.'s. So I knew I had to pick up at least the first issue. And I did, and I loved it enough that it is now on my pull list. So, good job. I was expecting you to rank higher, but that's fine. I'm still picking you up. So let's go. Now we're moving on to my number 3. And no more tricks from Groot number 6, my number 3. Even though I kind of do want to rank it to my number 1 or 2 or 1, because it was that good. But Groot number 6 is my number 3. This is how you end the series. This is how you end a series. Do you hear me? And I just read another book, which is how you end the series, which I'm going to name drop it right now. So I just read Spider-Woman number 17. I just read the first 3 issues. I just read the first 3 comics from my only comic call number 24. And they were all good. But the one that stood out was the last one I read the most. Was Spider-Woman number 17, which is the final issue of the series. Oh my god, that was good. What's with all the series ending lately having a really great endings? Like, the last issue of series are, like, my favorite issues of the series. Like, come on now. Jesus Christ. And that's the case with Groot number 6. This was my favorite issue of this series. This was one of the most beautiful stories I've ever read. This was such beautiful and heartfelt. This was such a beautiful and heartfelt story. This was great. This is the potential that Groot has within him. This is the great character that Groot can be. Groot met up with Hannah, who we thought was like his girlfriend, but it was just a little girl that he had saved in the past on his home planet from being hurt. And now he's come to Earth looking for her, and now she's an old lady, and she still remembers him, and they hug and sit down and stuff, and shows him the flower. He shows her the flower that he showed her before and stuff, and they sit down, she's talking to him and stuff. It was great. And then Groot, it was great because Groot also telepathically connects with Jean Grey, which was freaking fantastic. We got to hear what Groot's thoughts for once in the series, which was really cool. This whole series was really fun and really great of Groot, the miniseries, this is part of the reason I'm picking up I Am Groot now, the first issue at least. I gotta pick it up next time to try it probably. Same with Luke Cage. Because I heard both. I heard Luke Cage is really great, and I feel like I Am Groot's gonna be great. But probably not as great as this series or issue. I don't know. But no, this was such a beautiful story. If you guys didn't pick up this volume of Groot, if you can go back and find it, I recommend you read it, or if there's a trade, I'd recommend you pick up the trade. I think you guys should read this story. This was such beautiful storytelling. I'm just saying, like, I legitimately probably almost had tears flowing. This was great. I wish it would have ranked higher. At first, I almost thought this might be my number 1 for this haul, but it just couldn't happen. But what a great issue. And that is the last thing I am going to say. Oh, also, it was fun to see them, Rocket and Groot, marking things off the bucket list to do on Earth that they got as suggestions from other characters. That was really fun, too. Now moving on to my number 2, which will reveal my number 1. We're 18 minutes in now. I'm going to probably get this going maybe a tiny bit faster. Probably not, though. I'm going to take my time talking about these. I feel like all my videos have been quick lately, and I've got the time right now to do what I want with this video. So we're taking as much time as we fucking need to talk about these great comics. So I have Secret Empire issue number 1 and Spider-Man issue number 15, which would be my number 2, which would be my number 1. Well, my number 2 this time around is really a book that should have been my number 1 in any other haul, but it has hot contention right now with a hot story. So sadly, Spider-Man issue number 15 is my number 2. And like the cover says, Rio Morales does find out all. I don't know if this is an issue I have, but this is something I noticed about the issue, and I already knew before. But the art, where's Pacelli? Where's Sarah Pacelli? The art's changed, and it's changed for the next few issues too. To Kudransky. I think the next issue is the same artist, or maybe it's a different one. But then it goes back to Kudransky, I think. If it does change, what happened to Sarah Pacelli? She was one of the reasons this series was so great with her art. I'm not saying the art was bad. I mean, it wasn't my favorite art I've seen, but the art was excellent in this issue because it fit in perfectly with the tone of the comic and was perfect for the story within this issue. So it really did work. Wow, what can I say? This is great. I mean, I wasn't quite sure about if I liked how Rio Morales was drawn, because she's drawn a bit differently than usual, but everything else was drawn great. I don't know what to say. I don't really want to spoil this. If you've been reading Spider-Man, haven't got to read this issue yet, or haven't been reading Spider-Man, why haven't you? It's been one of the best series Marvel has been putting out, for fuck's sake. Then you have an issue. But I kind of want you guys to read this issue yourself. This is really good. This is, I guess, an emotions-packed book also. Rio Morales kind of leaves Miles and his dad in the dust at the end. She's really angry at both for keeping their secrets, how he's worked for S.H.I.E.L.D., which by the end of the issue, actually, he doesn't, because it's caught up the current offense, whatever, to where, which I found this in a lot of series, they're kind of catching up to the offense of, like, the Civil War II, The Oath, where Maria Hill gets fired as director of S.H.I.E.L.D., because series have just as of late been catching up to that point. Like, this series is caught up now, because at the end of the issue, Miles' dad, I can't remember his name, gets fired from S.H.I.E.L.D. because Maria Hill was fired and they couldn't have him anymore, whatever. But yeah, really great stuff. So now the protection that he had been promised is gone. And Rio Morales knows Miles is Spider-Man, and a whole ton of stuff happened. Read the issue yourself. It was really great. And now I'm going to move on to my number one, which is Secret Empire number one. People have been complaining about this story, but I think that's more with issues number 2 and 3, kind of, because issues number 0 and 1, in my opinion, were both fantastic, and they both ranked number 1 so far. This story is hot. The art in this issue is the art I want throughout this whole series, but I know it isn't. The art's actually been changing every issue. I don't know what's up with that, but it's a different artist. It was a different artist in number 0, which the art was decent in number 0. It was different art in this one, which is the best art of the with this series so far, and what it should have been the whole time. Kind of, or even number 0's art was like pretty decent. Number 2, the art changes, and number 3, the art changes. And they're all different artists, I'm pretty sure. And number 2's art does look terrible, so I'm kind of iffy right now about number 2. And I like in issues 2 and 3, I've kind of heard like bad things about, but I kind of thought I heard bad things about number 1 too, so I don't even know. But yeah, numbers 2 and 3 don't really look that great in terms of art, so I'm not sure. But this was a great issue. Why can't I remember the name of him? Oh, Rick Jones, that's his name. Oh my god. Spoiler alert, Rick Jones gets, this was so good. Read this yourself, but Rick Jones gets shot up by Steve Rogers' commands, even though he didn't want to. It seems like Steve Rogers is really persistent against this whole evil stuff, because he actually does have feelings for the characters that have been close to him, but it's like he just can't control and do anything, because he's like, he has his mission in quotes to save Hydra, and I don't know what is. This is such a good story. I don't even want to spoil anything. So much happened in this issue. This was an extra-sized issue, and made with good quality cover stuff and whatever. I don't want to really spoil this. This was so good. So much happened. I can't even remember everything that happened. And yeah, and seeing the stuff between Sharon Carter / Rogers and Steve was great. Those moments, I know that was like, some people didn't like that about this issue and don't like seeing this Steve and Sharon stuff, but I thought it was really good, showing how Sharon feels about everything, but showing Steve's reluctance to, like, he does actually love her somehow throughout this whole thing. It's just so cool, and seeing the whole Resistance stuff was great, and whatever, and Black Widow and Hawkeye is a thing now. I don't know what's going on there. Tony Stark AI was great, and this random kid, it was all great, and that's what I'm going to say about this issue, I think. And I think it's about time I end this video. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, and even share your like too. Tune in for the next video, whatever that shall be. I don't know what it's going to be. And anyway, guys, I'll see y'all later, and I think it's about that time. So peace out. Read all these comics I've shown you today. Like, they were so good. Just wanted to throw a little keynote on the end before I do actually end the video. All these comics are really good. If you haven't been reading them, I don't know what to say. Definitely be picking up Secret Empire, I'd say. Although I have heard some bad things about it, but I don't know. It's up to your own opinion what you think of the story. Don't listen to what other people think. Give it a try. I think it's really good. If you have any faith in me, give it a try. Which, that doesn't really mean anything. Give Nick Fury a try. Try issue number 1. Issue number 2 is there. I'd say even go a step further. Maybe even pick up both issues at the same time. Give them a try. If you don't like it, just fucking sell them back to the shop or something, or give them, if you don't even care enough, just give them away for free. like you spent what, like $10, maybe a bit over $10 with tax if you're Canadian, or you probably didn't even spend $10 if you're from America. So no, fuck, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really good. And Groot, if you didn't read that volume of Groot, it was great. And especially this issue, it was fucking beautiful. Amazing Spider-Man's been great. I don't know why you wouldn't be reading. Same with Spider-Man. It's been great. And Deadpool books have their up and down moments, but Deadpool itself has been great. And I mean, this Tell Death Do Us was great. And I don't know what else to say. And anyway, guys, I actually am going to end the video now. We are over 25 minutes. So yeah. And anyway, it is that time now, so I will see you all later in the next video, whatever that shall be. And peace out. Bye, bitches.